G.O.D. who conquered evil forces. I don't trust in chariots but fortresses. Yeah, I walk by faith. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Gang time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. I will not bend. Gang time. Run it up. Run it up. Run it up.
Madden football is the home of Super Bowl 57, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Broncos and the Saints, and it's all up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Denver Broncos taking on the NFC champions, the New Orleans Saints. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude, and you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now, but maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to, and he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things.
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. Rashawn Gary drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. And they go play action now. Burrow. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll run here with Raymond Calais. And they'll be stopped at the 28. On a play that started at the 14, they pick up 14. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off. But you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run.
And Brown's got it for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. 28 yards. And the Broncos are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Despite a little power on the move, still tackled shy of the 20. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup, 1st down, New Orleans. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it, got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately, so he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Brian Edwards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
To throw again on 2nd down, Wilson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Throwing again here, Wilson. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. He's going to have the 1st down and then some. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. 30 yards.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there. And almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Cook. And the ball is knocked out. And great effort. Does he get burned for that in film? He fought through some tackles. End result, though, a fumble.
It's going to be one of those situations where he'll get yelled at about the fumble, but at the same time get a check mark for the extra effort. And so it's one of those tough, tricky things for coaches. You don't want to coach it out of them so much that you take away the effort. You just want to be conscious of taking care of the football.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
It's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
11 empty.
Here's Calais. And he is going to lose yardage here. Myles Garrett showing that athleticism as he gets in to make the play.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
11 Thomas. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. It's caught outright by Graham. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there are more people there.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Jimmy Graham. And a the Broncos will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Extra point try good by Gano, and it's now 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Lots of incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Play action. It's Wilson. The defense gets a hand on it, but he still grabs it. He's going to have the 1st down and more than that. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. Welcome back to the date on the calendar we circle every year. Super Bowl Sunday. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis here with you. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively, and 2nd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Wilson's throw pulled in by Hopkins. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down. Throwing is Wilson. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Rashawn Gary. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this 1st half.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. Under pressure, they got him again. Joe Tryon. And there to drop him at sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And now off to the races down the right side. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, they'll let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Cook again. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent game and 1st down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take over here up near the 40. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this 1st half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
Big A-Shot Robinson has made a career of this. Another tackle for loss. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Burrow looking to pass. And this one is incomplete. Well, one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
No, I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
Here we go, here we go.
A bad time for a roughing penalty. And they get the gift of a 1st and 10.
11 MT, Tate. 11 MT.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's going deep for Brown. And incomplete on the deep ball.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. His 1st catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down.
And the Broncos, 1st down.
On the option left, it's Burrow. And not wanting to take a shot out of the pocket, he tucks it and goes down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down.
11, 11, 11, 11.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Out to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
19 yards.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good.
On 1st down, going back to Patterson. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
42 yards on the ground for him so far. There's a Fast release by Wilson out to the flat. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. DeAndre Hopkins, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead, should they so choose. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere, up to no avail.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
11, Tommy.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
11 MP, 11 MP. 12.
Now Burrow on first down. Finding Graham on the slant. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
They've looked his way quite a bit, and in my estimation, as well they should.
Well, that's now 5 catches in this first half alone.
And he picks up another first down. He's been an important part of their offense here early.
That is caught by Thielen. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow first down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around 30. Logan Wilson buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue with that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
Here we go, here we go.
Now Burrow. And Graham on the ground. Finding space at the 40. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They run with Calais. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it, because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
From midfield now, Burrow. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turns into a nice play.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And that will be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
This is taken at the 15. Cordell Patterson. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mark that down as an 85-yard punt return. And the Saints get a bit closer. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. They'll get this to the 24, and it's 2nd down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
11.
From the 24, Burrow will find his running back out of the backfield, Raymond Calais. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he will have a Broncos 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
And Graham's got it. Complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
12-yard line.
On the ground, it's Calais. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
The 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He'll find Thielen working the middle. He'll get it inside the 20, and he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. So roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
A give for Edwards running right, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
3rd and goal, Burrow. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jimmy Graham, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Broncos will extend their 3rd quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Gano the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
He finds his target. It's Schultz. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
A gain of 6. And the Saints.
Wilson. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Calais Campbell. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play. Just 1 more quarter remains in the season-long race for... Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. No reason not to try it there. They do indeed convert on 4th. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They go play action with Wilson. Got Edwards now on the slant. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 20-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Zach Wilson taking it in from the 20. And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they have been the better of the two sides to this point with a 2-score lead, 4th quarter of this Super Bowl, and the Lombardi Trophy within reach as they start this drive 1st and 10. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. He'll get this to his running back, Calais. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Burrow looking to pass. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent gain, 35 yards. They'll run. Calais. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Here we go. 11.
And they go play action now. Burrow. It's caught outright by Graham. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Have confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop it right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
11 empty, take. 11.
Up the middle, it's Edwards. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, that would look like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. And this will be caught by Edwards. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
And the Saints, first down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations, and you've often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
Here's Wilson. His throw incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now Wilson. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it breaks up 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Broncos are going to take possession.
You spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat gon' have no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Pitch came to Jonah. Yeah, I'm still independent. They sold 1 million records. Yeah, used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I can